What's up? Now, not expecting big views for this video. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to get something off my mind. Things I have talked about several times before. It's just, it's the same thing. Like, to be honest with you, YouTube. It's just not really a sight for me, really. Even though I explained that over 100 times, but whatever. I just like to talk about movies and talk about life. But it's just like no one's on my level on YouTube. But this thing, man. I'm going to be honest with you about three things. I don't have a movie until probably like April. Because I'm not watching Dune. Just like everyone else I know in the world is not going to watch it. Because there's no point of watching a second one when the first one sucked badly. I don't know anyone that likes that movie. Besides, YouTubers trying to praise it. I've not even cared to really watch any reviews. I only saw what Jeremy gave it, but I didn't see what he said about the movie. I don't really care. I just saw, I think he said worth buying Blu-ray. I didn't, I just scanned through his thing. It says worth buying Blu-ray. I don't care. My mind imagined this movie should bomb in theaters. But at the same time, I saw Barbie way before it came out. I was like, oh, this movie's not going to do that well in theaters. And look what it did. And that movie sucked bad. I did not go to theaters to see that either. But anyway, so I don't really have something until April, to be honest with you. Next thing. To what I remember. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything to April. Next thing is I am sick. Well, in a way. Like recovering, but sick. It's one of those things when you have young kids, they get sick, they're going to get you sick. And so it's kind of really bad to shoot videos in 4K because I'm like worried about, is there boogers going to be showing in my nose? Because that has happened before. I might have to blow my nose while doing the video. I don't feel bad. I just, lost my voice. I'm just in the recovering stage. I was sick through November, December, got better because it was like kids get you sick. You get them sick and it goes back and forth, back and forth. That's what happens when you have kids. And then I was recovering January. So finally, I don't have to be sick anymore because I figure I won't be sick all the way until winter or something. That's when usually how it happens. But little one got sick. It got me sick. I'm sick in February. So hopefully, imagine this is the last time I get sick until winter. Who knows? I don't know. We have kids, no telling. But like I said, 4K, not really a good idea. Anyways, next thing is I want to say is last thing is, if you don't remember, when I put Jeremy name in the title, I'm really talking about all of YouTube. I don't I don't have time to go and talk about mention 3C Films, Shin, talk about all the people that are, a lot of them are like Jeremy single and really have no clue what they're talking about. And they're single because in reality, they don't make any sense to people. No one wants to hear them. For some reason, YouTube, what I'm about to get in a second, they want to listen to trashy people. They want to listen to dumb people. People who clearly don't have their life together. Majority of people on YouTube don't. And it's just weird. And this is the thing, man. And this is what YouTube, is to me. And I don't have this in order, but, something that I did today kind of made me want to, mention this. And I have kind of want to mention this before. Just like people. Like this right here, where I say, sometimes a YouTuber can say something so dumb, there's really no reason to watch him again. Even though I get bored sometimes, I'll see what they gave it. But, but there's really no reason. Jeremy, this is a review that Jeremy did. Jeremy, the only reason I still sometimes click is because I can easily find what he gave it. But I don't put any real thought into it. I'm just kind of like, whatever, let's just see what, social media is saying, And so this is what Jeremy gave this movie right here. And I brought this up before, but I just wanted to say that people, there's no way I could defend something like this. Like, this is like, it tells you that there's something wrong with you. And I'm going to get onto a point in a second of more of what this video is about. But this is a review that Jeremy gave to a movie. He was going to say it. Well, listen.
Construction, that's fun. Admittedly, it is fun in that fireworks show kind of way. I just think a movie called Batman vs. Superman deserved better. And for that, I will say Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice would have been a better time if I were drunk. Yeah, now it's a party. It's Batman vs. Superman. That was not the coolest fucking...
Yeah, and so that's a review for Batman vs. Superman. I don't know if he says it on this one, but I'm hoping he does because I want you to try to guess what movie he gave this review for, but he might actually say it. I was trying to have it set up, but I kind of had to rewind a little bit to make sure I got it right. But listen, this is another review he gave for another Pacific movie.
Perry White fit in here? Where would Lex Luthor really fit in here? So I'm glad they took him out. The comic book fan in me was pleased, and the movie fan in me was entertained. And I will say Justice League is a good time, no alcohol required. Yeah, as a movie, it's better.
That's Justice League 2017. People, let me tell you something. I have done videos talking about Justice League 2017 versus Zack Snyder cut. And the thing is, I was talking about, I done the video because I was like, it blows my mind that a studio can look at Zack Snyder's Justice League and be like, no, this is shit. Let's, show this in theaters. And the thing is, and I just talk about, how everything that I hate about the Justice League 2017 is not in the Zack Snyder cut. I talk about all those kind of things, but this is the thing, people. I'm going to get into more of something in a second. What made me want to do this video. I finally I mostly fast forward through Justice League 2017 because I was just curious how different things are. And it was my second time watching it. I have never gave that movie a second chance. I saw it in theaters and I was like, who the hell directed this movie is what I said in my review. And when I was watching it and seeing how they did certain scenes or at certain points of how it's so different, my mind just kept smiling because it's just it really just makes really? No, I had a smile. I actually enjoy fasting forward, looking how cheesy it is compared to whatever his name is. I almost said Joss Whedon or something. I don't know who the hell that is. But Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was just so weird actually really watching and seeing how different it is and just, what they took out to make this work or whatever, not work really, but they took out to make this not work. And it was just it was so weird because it was kind of interesting watching it. I don't remember what scenes they were, and I wish I did, because that was probably about 3 days ago. I just had it on, and I was just really, they took that part out to add this. It was weird. And one of the big things is I had a problem with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Only one little thing is I was like, man, I wish they had it more colorful, just not how he has all kind of dark kind of a tone. And when I was watching it, I realized, no, his tone is actually better. It's interesting. And one of the main reasons why is you can see the green screen. Definitely. This green screen, you can definitely see that through the movie. It looks like a lot of it was shot in green screen. And even the parts that was in the Zack Snyder movie, it was there's a part where Wonder Woman, she stayed on the building, I think she was looked like she was in green screen. I can't remember what parts they were. But the main point was, it was just interesting seeing, the things they took out and what they add. And it's just but why? And it's just and you got, my research, I do understand, is they didn't like Zack Snyder because he wasn't making Disney Marvel, where they wanted comedy through it. And that's what I was saying when the Batman v Superman. I kept seeing these reviews says, man, this movie's so too dark and too emotional. I want Batman to have fart jokes. And I was so weird. I was well, then why were you praising The Dark Knight then? But the main point is, I just thought in my basically second time giving that movie a chance, but mostly fast forward through it, going to certain scenes. I wish I could remember really pinpoint certain ones, things that I just wow, they really, it actually wasn't annoying me. It was just silly to me. It had me thinking, I had this plan. I was going to have my little one watch that first whenever he gets into movies like that. But now I'm thinking there's no reason. No, it's like a punishment to make someone watch that, when you have a better version. So I don't know. What was it on? Netflix? I do have a movie, and it was the first movie I ever stole. And that says it's the worst movie in my Blu-ray collection. I always say, when I show my Blu-ray collection, I have all the best movies. And I have no movies that suck. And that's why my Blu-ray collection beats everyone. But I want to get into. I really want to move on to the next point. But I saw it. I was thinking, man, I want to get this movie and have this my collection of just seeing now how a studio can really screw up a movie and just they probably are not aware of it or something. I don't know why, how, all those questions that I would never imagine. I could never imagine when I kept hearing about give me the Zack Snyder cut. I was calling them idiots. I was thinking, people, you cannot fix that movie. And I didn't know how differently they changed that movie. I did not know. I just figured I didn't actually catch on to all the times his chain was CGI. I realized he was basically everything with Superman was him coming back because his chain was always CGI. I didn't realize that when I saw it in theaters, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. I wish I could remember certain scenes where I felt like, yeah, that is so weird. This line that you decided to pick over the line that was supposed to be there. That was just so weird. But anyways, or better to be, I don't know what I explained it, but man. So here's the thing, man. So I want to have a conversation. I talk about this in the Oppenheimer, I think it's called, how movies like that make billions of dollars and get praised on YouTube, which is, and then the YouTubers that my understanding does the reviews on YouTube, their single asses go screw around with Rotten Tomatoes and do their reviews on the air. Like, keep your ass in one spot. No one wants to hear you in two different things unless they're idiots. But, it was just like, I wish, I want to have a conversation like I'm talking to not really like people, like I imagine when I do videos, I'm in a room talking to normal people that actually know movies, that in the real world. Like no one likes Oppenheimer that I know in the real world. But that movie made almost $1 billion and YouTube, I guess, is praised. I guess I didn't really watch radio reviews for that movie. I knew that movie was going to suck. Same as Barbie. I did not go to theaters to see it. I knew that movie was going to suck. Barbie, I did fast forward through. I watched most of it through, but I didn't really fast forward through Barbie. And that was cringing bad, but it's not worse than Oppenheimer. And I do remember seeing these like reviews that are upset that Barbie's making more than Oppenheimer. I was like, Barbie sucked, but Oppenheimer, no. Okay, it's just, I was amazing that, But, so I'm trying to have a conversation like I'm talking to people, in the real world, about, of seeing how something gets praised and then something gets attacked when it's better, And this is the thing, I want to say this real quick before I get into what made me want to do this video. And then after this part, I'll say what that is. It's not really all that important. But what I constantly get from YouTube, and I explained this before several times, I'm not talking to normal people. And 100%, I kind of really remember anyone's ever disagreed with me or something, give me some negative, try to be negative comment or whatever, they're not there. And I'm talking about like the recent one I got was, I guess they commented on my video where I'm talking about the fakest coon on YouTube. His name starts with a T. I just copy and paste his name. I don't know his name. Tyrese. I don't know his name. I'm just making a guess. I know it starts with a T. And the comments start out with saying about another black guy attacking blacks or something like that. I kind of heard that kind of saying before, but the thing is, that's when you know there's something wrong with you, when you've been heard before. You're a copy. When you're just like a copy of something that you've seen before. And the thing is, I clicked the person's channel, and it was a black guy that left me that comment, but it was a one that you can clearly, he did videos, you can clearly tell he was single, and possibly a disability. And I'm going by like disability as, like I said, when people are not aware of things or they can be easily tricked to believe in things. And it was like he did some kind of video that made like 12 views of how to shave. And the thing is, people, I'm trying to get to the point is, and part of me wanted to say that you really can't tell why you're single. I wanted to leave him that comment. Like say, so you really cannot tell why you're single? Because I don't even know you. I know you're single. Just it's obvious that you're single. And but the thing is, I explained this before, and every single time, it's just that there are people that you don't want like them to reply. Like you want to say it to them, but you don't really want them to reply to you. You don't really want, and I think I kind of got it. Like I want to get to the point. Like I think I kind of got it when I first started YouTube. I would always try to reply to people. especially it was people that I could tell that really had no one to talk to, had no friends. They were very odd. You know, I got like odd comments and dumb comments, and I still always try to reply to people like that. But by doing that, I have gotten stalkers, people, because they thought like there was a connection there. We have a friendship there because I would reply to their comment. If I stopped replying to them, they became angry. They start like, you know, even doing 30 videos or talking about killing themselves. So I said no, because I don't even want to even, you know, that's not, you know, I just realized it's just when someone's not there, you just let it go. So it's kind of like what I'm saying is I constantly see those kind of people on YouTube. So it's kind of like weird to talk about something that I just, you know, just thought about, you know, wanted to bring up, you know, like, you know, the Batman v Superman versus Justice League 2017, you know, about with Jeremy, you know, and I kind of was like, I was like on YouTube, and I love, you know, hearing the beat to Ant-Man Quantum of Solace, or whatever it's called, Ant-Man something, Quantum, I don't know. A movie I did see in theaters twice. One, because I was like, I enjoyed it. When I remember being attacked on YouTube, I was like, man, am I going crazy? So I took my girl to see it. I went with her, she liked it too. And, but I like both trailer songs, but I like the second trailer song, right, where that's what I was playing, where it goes dun 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 dun, you know. So and I had that playing, and every time I was like, man, I want to watch that movie again, you know. So I went on Disney Plus, and the thing is, what I was thinking about that is, I remember how that movie was being attacked when I was going to Disney Plus, about to hit play, and it hit play, and I started watching it. It was so weird how I remember how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was so praised through YouTube. Only. And the thing is, people, you gotta understand, I like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I didn't really care too much for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I thought it was okay. You know, my girl, you know, I think she thought it was fine. She probably liked it more than me. And she will be definitely looking forward for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because the trailer was really good for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was like Incredibles 2. She definitely loves Incredibles. She never finished that movie. She didn't get very far. Incredibles 2, she's never watched it, and she never got very far on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And people, when I say not far, I mean not far at all. And she never cared to watch it. Because it's like clear, obvious that these are bad movies. Me, I would watch it, you know, I mean, but as in the first time. But me, I was thinking about, you know, how, you know, having a conversation with other people, you know, how one gets praised over the other. I would never go back and watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I would never even ask anyone to watch it. No one, and I understand in a way of, like, people felt like they knew they're supposed to say for the review because of the trailer. People thought the raccoon, whatever guy, was going to die. So I remember when the reviews came out, they kept saying, I cried, and they kept showing the raccoon in the thumbnail. So you're expecting him to die. So I was like, spoilers, people, come on. And he doesn't even die, but the thing is, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, it's more worse when people hero of color. They think they're supposed to be this way, so they'll act that way, even doesn't make any sense. Like a lot of movies like, you know, Oppenheimer, Blade Runner, the one, what's his name? The guy who did Terminator and Avatar. They're underwater, Obsessity, whatever it's called. I never watched that movie, but I know, like, I saw like Jeremy say he put that in his best movies of the year of this year, even though it was an old movie. They like this movie because they feel like they're supposed to like him. Because their group is supposed to like him. Like I said, people that hang on color. So they felt like they're supposed to be sad because the trailer had you thinking it was going to be sad when it wasn't. It was annoying. Jeremy was right in that review about that movie. It was, the screaming was annoying, and that's all I remember him saying. But everything else, there was no content to anything in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Or if I could watch anything in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I like, and the thing is, the villain, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, he was just, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but plain. Like, he was like more of a cartoonish villain. It was not even he wouldn't even be my top 30 favorite villains. And Kane, whatever his name is, or Quantum of Solace, he was actually a pretty good villain. He'd probably be in my top 20, top 10. I don't know. But, for a kid movie, you know, uh, but, because they're all Disney Marvel's all kid movies. If I was ranking them out of the Disney Marvel movies, as in villains wise, I'm not ranking them out of mature, you know. But it is weird, because the thing is, it was always on my mind, just like Ant-Man. I could really honestly watch that for a third time if I wanted to, but the reason why I turned it off, I forgot about Disney's freaking ads. I was gonna go just fast forward to a certain scene for my little one, and I was like, oh yeah, shit, the ads. I was gonna like fast forward to when they get to the world, when they go to the world basically, and then they showed ads for coming soon. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not dealing with that right now. So I turned it off. So I was going to try to watch it for the third time. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I've only seen that once, and I don't care to see it. But to finish whatever I was about to say is, if I will watch a scene that I don't really care about, it's probably just that, see what they try to make it look like in one take. It wasn't cool. When I saw it for the first time, it was at the point I was too bored to care. And it's kind of like an example is, so Jeremy does give Batman v Superman extended version, or whatever it's called, a better review than whatever. But no, I can't. Batman v Superman is in my top 10 favorite movies. The extended version is not even in my top hundreds. I don't like the extended version. I could never get anyone to watch that extended version because it's freaking boring. But it's like the time that you get to Doomsday in that extended version, you're just bored. And I love the Doomsday fight. So the time you got to that, trying to be one shot in that Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I was just bored by that movie. I just like, I really don't care right now, people. My brain has been turned off to this whole movie. What is the point of turning on my brain? What point in this movie do I need to turn on my brain? Kind of like that movie he did, Suicide Squad. It's like, what point in this movie do I need to turn on my brain? It's just there's no thought into that Suicide Squad movie that was praised to YouTube. But I can never get anyone. Man, these are movies, like I said, like Oppenheimer. I can never get anyone to watch that because it would be an embarrassment for me to pick that out as a movie. Any of those movies that are praised to YouTube. But the thing is, maybe when do the videos going longer than I want. It was just like just thinking about putting Ant-Man and just imagine how it's attacked. It's still attacked because they feel like they're supposed to attack the same way they're supposed to think that it was a sad movie for Guardians of the Galaxy because of the trailer. Yes, the trailer was good. Real good. But the movie sucked. There was nothing sad about that movie. Nothing. You knew the raccoon was going to live. The only reason I questioned was he going to live because of the dumb bullshit things on people's thumbnails. Oh, it's so sad. I knew it would be like one of those typical things that he lives in the end. It was just like, what? I never got that part of the sad crap. But whatever. I got to go, but it was just that thinking of and these are people that, like Jeremy, to my understanding, is single. Because the shit that they said, because they speak nonsense to people in the real world. They're annoying to people in the real world. They don't make any sense. No one wants to watch that shit. No one wants to watch no Terminator 2. No. All right. Peace.